Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dragon Channel. My name is Ariel, and you have come to Dragon Tail Tarot. This is a special day. It is August the 1st, and today is the Celtic festival of Lughnasadh. Lughnasadh is a really beautiful day that happens kind of in between the beginning of summer and the beginning of autumn. It's kind of a mid-season festival. It's one of the eight main Wiccan or Celtic observances that if you are practicing, Wicca or a Celtic-based spirituality, those dates are very important to you. For me, I have a lot of Celtic roots. I've been interested in Celtic music and literature as well throughout my life. So it is a special day to me too. I really enjoy it. Lughnasadh means Lu. Nasa, there's two words. Volume is low, she says. Let's see. Is that better? I don't know if that makes a difference, me turning up my phone. I have no idea. Ah. So Lughnasadh is a day that is, a celebration of the Celtic god Lu. Mostly this is an Irish background to him. And, he's a very multitasking god. Lu is spelled Lugh. And, he's got the connection to the Tuatha De Danann. He brought through fire, he brought through agriculture. And so the harvest, it's a harvest festival, is Lughnasadh. It's really an observance of, bringing in the harvest, or the beginning of bringing in the harvest, the fullness of the summertime. And it's interesting, over the last day or two, it's like I've been feeling like this interesting little shift. It's very subtle, what I've been sensing. It's like there's that little shift into autumn. I can just feel like the little beginnings of that coming in. Hey, Amber. Hey, it's great to see you here. And I've been doing these, seasonal readings since I started the channel. I haven't been as good on getting in the mid seasons because we have our main ones, right? We have the main ones. Hold on one second. Let me grab my little wheel. I actually have a printout that's really good for that, that I meant to have with me as I started, but here we go. So here we go. Here we are. These are all eight of the Celtic observances, and they go, of course, the ones that we're more acquainted with. Those are, going to be Yule, which is winter solstice, and then on the opposite, we have Letha, the summer solstice, right? We have Mabon, the beginning of fall, Ostara, the beginning of spring. So where we are right here is Lughnasadh. That is that mid-season in between Cancer and Virgo, which happens in Leo season right on August the 1st. So we're about halfway to the autumn equinox. Hi, Rachel. Good to see you. And so it's a beautiful observance that we have these midpoints, right? The next midpoint after, the major equinox of the autumn will be Samhain, which is Halloween, All Souls Evening. That is our Scorpio time, right? So it's a really fun thing to do, whether you're like deeply into the Celtic observances or more, casual about it. It really brings through a little bit of a deeper meaning, more significance to the turning of the seasons and the turning of the year. So every year I do these. Not every year. Every season we do these. I've tried to keep up with them, and what I'm going to do is a reading for the collective. So we're going to, do something that shows where the universal collective energies are and what is coming in for this season. And then I'm going to pull after that, just like some little mini 3-card reads for each sign, just to get a little bit more personal information on what's going to be coming up for everybody. But this is, a really beautiful observance, a really beautiful festival, because it's connected with the harvest. I've got my little wheat crown. Wheat is a big, I've got all my wheat hanging out here, because Lu is connected with the wheat, right? With the grain, with the harvest. And so Yeah, I'm doing my Celtic goddess thing today. um, but it's a really fun celebration. Some things you can do that are easy ways to celebrate Lughnasadh is to bake some bread or bake some biscuits, or just give thanks for the harvest, give thanks for all the good things that we have in our life. Whatever abundance that we have, it's like embrace it and enjoy it. Be aware of it. It's a really gorgeous celebration, and a very, again, another time that we're pointing to the changings of the seasons. So I am going to go ahead. I've anointed this candle, gold and yellow, orange. Those are all colors that are associated with Lu. And he is a very powerful Celtic deity. He's really a pretty awesome guy. He's totally hot. Lu is like such a badass guy. Like he's a multitasking guy. He's a a metalsmith. Brings the fire, brings the harvest. Knew how to teach people to organize agriculture so that there would be abundance and plenty for everybody. And he's also like a really tough warrior. So it's really you can look him up. Yeah, me too, Jacqueline. Guys that have abilities, right? He was a multitasking guy, so you can look up. Yeah, right. Oh, totally. Yeah, he's single. So I'm gonna go ahead and light this candle, and oh, it's so great to see everybody showing up. Hello, Gabriel. Wonderful to see you too. Um, Great to see you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and light this in honor of Lughnasadh. And Lu is the name of the god, the deity, and Nasa is the word that means like an assembly or a gathering. So it literally means like the assembly of Lu, the assembly of his tribe, his people. So it's very, very cool. You don't have to be from the Celtic lands to enjoy this. To me, it is a thing for me because I am, like I have big roots in Ireland. And Scotland too, so it's a thing for me. I might even sing a song. I might sing a song. So I've got I've spent a lot of my life as a Celtic musician and doing Gaelic music and all of that. So I might do it. I might do it in a little bit. We'll see. We'll see if I get my courage up. I'm used to performing in front of people, but I haven't done any music on this channel. So, but I may do like a traditional Gaelic song in between the reads or something. We'll see how it feels. If it feels like the right timing. So, Rachel says, "Do it." All right, you know what? That might be a good way to start it because that's always a fun thing to do, is to have some music. And it's a Gaelic song. It's as far as I know, this is an old traditional song. I don't think it has any copyrights or anything on it, so I think we'll be safe to have this on the video. So let's go ahead and do it. This is gonna be good for clearing, because I believe that sound and vibration always does a good clearing job. It's very peaceful. So go ahead and spray the sage too, guys. So, Gwibara Nadan, it's it's about Gwydir. It's about the Gaeltacht in Ireland, and it's really all about the harvest, the moon rising, the beauty of the landscape, and just it's a song of appreciation. It's a song of love of place. That's really what it's about. So I'll go ahead and sing for you guys. Tagyala na gomi kirisus fei Skriano enovar ik tamusawi Tanabar hogi drandan sanchandradan Tagwi barana gacha Gwibara Madam. Tanaber hagakaini nuaswali kroli. Snakirig meri ledruden ahi. Tagwagon estruhan vanskagaranam. Tagwi paranagacha gwi paranadam. Inistruishke kjovadam radanishke. Satvana hebil tadisha gobra. Igna henin iskian antrina salam. Madajitang grandoya vagui baranadam. Shegui ham se parigas nien kana gwil. Nagnira men lahish en yarumohir. Akma hena vishala vangiladan. Tag fosfat nakladi agui baranadam. All right, guys, so there it is. I'll take you back to the old country. Yeah, you know, the band that I learned that song from was Enya's family, Clannad, and that is, thank you, Eric. Thank you. But yeah, that's been in my, those song, that kind of music is when I first started getting into that, I was a teenager, and I swear it was like genetic memory to remember that kind of music. It was like, I've heard this before, and it just sort of fell into it. Like, I started studying Gaelic, and I don't know if I got all of the pronunciation perfect, guys, you know, because native speakers are going to be a lot better than me, but yeah, it's just, that's where my heart has been. I've recorded like 4 albums full of Gaelic music, so if anyone's interested in that, I can put links up and stuff to where you can buy my CDs, or if you make just like a $15 donation to the channel through the PayPal link, I can I'll send you a CD. Yeah, just let me know that you want one, and I'll get one out to you. But anyway, so let's go ahead now that we've kind of cleared and charged up with some goodies from the Celtic lands that really taps us into the feeling of Lughnasadh and Ireland. So let's go ahead and get some cards out, guys. We're really celebrating all of our Leos because Lammas, which is another name for Lughnasadh, Lammas is the more Christianized name for it, because Lammas, you know, Lam means bread and mass, so it literally means bread mass. So there's also that connection when, you know, the land was you know, Christianized or Catholicized. It's very unique history how it gets intertwined. So yes, we're celebrating definitely Leo time, and Lugh was a very fiery, very heroic figure in Celtic lore. So, you know, very, very Leo-like, very fiery. Yes. Oh, good, Heart of Gold. Yeah, Leos are awesome. You know, Leo for Capricorns, I know, Heart of Gold, you and I are Capricorns. Leo represents the 8th house of mystery. It's the Scorpio house in the universal Capricorn read. So, like, that's why for Capricorn, we're just like, how do you get to be so cheerful and balancing and positive? We have to work really hard to be there because Capricorn, we're very serious. So we're gonna start out with some dragon cards. This is my dragon oracle. I absolutely love these. I bring them out for our seasonal reads every time, and I love it. So yeah, let's burn something. We got some fire now. Let's get some fire going in this house. And just ask all of our spirits, angels, guides, guardians, definitely our ancestors. This is some definite ancestral energy that we celebrate with with Lughnasadh. No matter where you hail from, this is definitely a celebration of that. Always is to me when we get into these, seasonal observances. And we're getting into, as we get into later in the year, and we get into our Scorpio time, we're definitely going to be calling on the ancestors as well. Oh my goodness, that's when we really get deep into it. So, dear angels, dear guardians, ancestors, helpers, healers, all of our personal guards and guides, all of our protectors, we call to all of our Celtic deities as well, including Lugh and Bridget and many of the others that are present with us today. We're going to start with a big reading for the collective to see what this next month and a half will be bringing forward to us as we go through this Celtic harvest time. We're building up to the time of the autumn equinox and that full abundance, that harvest moon, the hunter's moon, all of those times for this time here. Ooh, yes. Look at this. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel's dragon came forward for us. So this brings purification. This is a time of release, detoxing, letting go of anything that has weighed us down, because Gabriel is the archangel of communication. We are definitely bringing through clearing our communication. That's very strongly what I feel here. Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy, and you carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. So working with a Herkimer diamond is a really great way to harness that energy as well. The golden crested dragon here with this golden energy coming through brings you the higher love so that you can embody the Christ light. So we're getting another beautiful ascended master with Jesus, with the Christ-like energy, right? And I know it's like a lot of people that have experienced the more negative side of organized religion, may not have like this great feeling about Jesus, but trust me, his energy is beautiful. It is pure. It is not judgmental. It is not any of those things. And so this is what this is bringing to us: unconditional love, compassion, empathy, giving to those in need, absorbing the Christ light. You are protected, expanding your heart, and remaining fifth dimensional. So we're expanding out into those fifth dimensions as well throughout this season of Lughnasadh. And then look what we have as well. So we've got in the golden dragon, and we're bringing in the yellow dragon too. Those are both colors associated with Lugh. So I feel like this is very connected. It's really coming through. And so the sunshine yellow dragon is connected to animals, helping you to help animals and all the beings of the earth. And I know, that's something that's a major concern in the earth, is our biodiversity, protecting our animals, protecting all beings on the planet. So serving animals, heal, respect, understand them. This is a beautiful card, not just for this festival, but for this time of year. So, anyone that feels really connected with animals, or, does work with helping the animals, helping their environments and habitats, that's very, very strongly coming through. Ooh, and just got a peek at the bottom is Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. So we have the protection during times of change. Oh, and that's beautiful. So a time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. Wow, that's a beautiful message as well. And I just saw your message, Heart of Gold. Yes, I have some American Indian in my background as well, from my mother's side. And that is, interesting. There's a lot of, you'd be surprised how many connections there are between the indigenous people of the Celtic lands and then the indigenous people of the Americas. So much so that there were indigenous groups that during the famine in Ireland, they were sending aid and help to the Irish. There's this huge connection. And there's actually, I can't remember if it's in Dublin, but it's in one of the cities in Ireland. They have a statue. It's like a, well, not really a statue. It's more like it's beautiful. It's like feathers. It's a sculptural kind of monument to memorialize when the indigenous people, the American, Indians, Native Americans, sent food and aid to the Irish that were starving during the famine. And there's a lot of similar history with repression of language and culture and music and tradition. There's some big reasons why there's a lot. Yeah, yeah. It's true. It's true. It's a big thing. You would have no end of interest in getting into it. I mean, it's, when we get to the earth spirituality and the peoples that are really rooted in, understanding nature and being connected to nature and understanding our, interconnection, there's not very much difference, and that's what's so incredible about all of it. That's why I say, even though Lughnasadh is a Celtic, observance, there are similar observances all around the world. There are similar deities to Lu all around the world. The guy that brought the fire and the agriculture. Who does that sound like, right? There's so many others that have cleared that path before us. So I'm going to go ahead and get into some cards. We're going to do one zodiac sign, one planet card, and one house card. We're going to see what zodiac sign is going to be the most highlighted, what we, kind of are focusing on. Doesn't matter what your particular sun sign is, because everybody in your natal chart, we have all 12 signs represented, no matter what our sun sign is, even if you don't have any planets in that sign. So you can, if you know your natal chart, you can correspond this to your personal chart. But I'm going to go ahead and ask Spirit, what zodiac sign is going to be the most important? What's the biggest focus over this next month and a half during this season of Lughnasadh? All right, it's Libra. This does not surprise me at all. That it's about our relationships. It's about connection. It is about harmony, love, equilibrium, balance, restoring unity. I really like this. Being more diplomatic, being more kind, being more gracious, seeking balance and harmony in our relationships. So no matter who you are, if you're a Libra, yes, this is probably going to point out even more for you. My North Node is Libra. Yeah, that's the place that Libra is. And my Pluto, I was born in the generation of Pluto and Libra. So yeah, but I feel this for everybody. Yeah, hey Rachel. So you're definitely going to be feeling the energy of this next month and a half then. But I think this really points to all of our relationship lives being very, very highlighted over this time. It doesn't really surprise me because, interestingly enough, Lughnasadh would complete with the beginning of the sun moving into Libra. Very, very interesting, right? So let's get into, we're getting the planets now. So let's see what the planet energy is that's going to be most focused on, what area is going to be acting through that energy of Libra. Oh, wow, guys. So we've got Chiron, or Chiron, as you might say it. Chiron is a major asteroid. So we didn't pull a planet, we pulled an asteroid. Isn't that wild? Chiron does have a huge connection to Sagittarius, I will say, because he is a centaur. But this is healing power, empathy, ability to teach or learn remedies. It's the wounded healer. It's like the one who knows how to heal best because he's been wounded himself. This is powerful. So Libra energy, Chiron coming together. Oh my word. To me, this is about healing relationships, healing our hearts. For a lot of divines, this is coming back into union. For people that have been on the outs with each other or going through some sort of difficulty, wow, that is very much. I can check for you. I can check for you, Jacqueline. Let me see where Chiron is right now. Um, because that's one of our big guys. You know, he's a buddy. I should do a video on the asteroids and their meanings at some point, because we put a lot of emphasis on our planets, but we have five major asteroids that are really amazing in our charts. Um, yeah, so right now Chiron is retrograde. It just started. Yeah, it just started at the beginning of July. And it's in Aries. So it is going backwards. And it's interesting, you know, that Aries um, is the polarity of Libra, of course, right? So let's go ahead. Yeah, Rachel, we'll do that. We'll do a video sometime about, maybe, I don't know if we'll do like one with all the asteroids or just one for each, but we'll figure something out. We'll do something. That would be really fun. So let's get into our houses now, because it's a 3 point system, guys. The the planet is what's acting, the sign it's in is how it's acting, and the house it is in is where it's acting. So, what house, what area is this relationship healing and reharmonization going to be taking place in? Oh, so it's deep. It's the Scorpio house, guys. The eighth house is the area that this is going to be healed in. So deep down to the depths of the soul, the transformational area of your life is about shared resources, intense emotions. Pluto energy, Mars energy are both present in this eighth house. So the other thing, yeah, I do love scorpions. So to me, you know, Chiron, the fact that it's in Aries right now presently, this is about healing yourself. When you heal yourself and you really get clear and well within, it's going to heal your personal relationships so much better and at a very, very deep level. I love how in this eighth house card, we even have the two, like the wedding rings, right? It's like there's that union, there's that bond. I think that's amazing, isn't it? I mean, to me, this cannot get more clear. And also, the eighth house, of course, is our sacred sexuality. So it's very intimate. This to me is like, you know, you could say Libra rules all relationships, but when you bring in that eighth house Scorpio energy, yeah, this is about people that you have intimate connections with or want to have intimate connections with. This isn't just about, oh, you know, some random person. No, this is something that you feel really deep, mind, body, soul, right? Heart level. It's pretty huge. So I love that is coming through for us. So now I'm gonna pull um, three spirit animals from the Druid Animal deck. I'm also going to pull one of these for each of the signs after we do the collective reading here. See which one of our animal spirits are coming through, which ones are really guiding and pointing us in our right direction. Wow, okay. All right, so the boar came out. The boar energy is a warrior energy. And I always think of Scorpio when I see the boar, because the pig in Chinese astrology, I know this is a little bit winding, but the pig in Chinese astrology is associated with Scorpio energy. So whenever I see the pig or the boar spirit, I think very strongly about the pig, right? So, you know, the boar is all about having persistence, perseverance, ferocity. It's like passion going forward, but also very grounded, rooted, stable to the earth. So it's very strong. It's important to stay grounded, but also be passionate. Yes, and you dig for truffles. Yes, they know where to find the good treats. That's right. You know, and but that's a point of interest there too, because you know the pig has a very strong sense of smell, right? So it's like there's that sensitivity, there's that ability to sniff out trouble before it comes. Then we have a very strong goddess energy coming through with the horse. Epona was the horse goddess. There's a chalk carving in Ireland of her. You know, it's ancient on the side of a hill. That's what's in this artwork right here. So it's a depiction of Epona. And so, you know, because there's that horse goddess culture in Ireland, and so yeah, and the horse in Chinese culture, it's Gemini energy, it's movement, it's communication, it's going forward, and it's also very nurturing. So to me, this is acting as well, having a highly developed intuition, so that you know when to take action, when you know when how to move it forward, and that's, you know, again, very strong goddess energy coming forward. So we have our divine feminine, and then look at what we got for their third. We've got the hawk. So this to me is that forward vision. It's about having a long ranging view. It's beautiful. It's like you can see farther into the future. You get a good sense of the bigger picture. It's easier for you to let go of the little things that worry you, the things that bring you down, because you're able to see the larger picture at play. So these are very powerful animals coming through. And oh yeah, on the bottom we've got the raven, we've got Mr. Braun, we've got, you know, that magic, the shaman, right? This is absolutely beautiful energy coming through with these guys. All right, so let's get into our witch's wisdom. Let's get into it. You know, our pentacle, our symbol, our star, like right here, and what's on these cards. This is about, you know, all the elements. That's why, you know, this is the earth element, and it connects all elements, right, of the cosmos. It's earth, fire, air, water, and the spark of spirit all coming together. So that is a very protective symbol. And interestingly enough, you know, in our tarot that we're so used to, you know, the symbol of the pentacles is considered the symbol of the earth, but really it combines all of them. So if you're interested in getting into the pentacles, you're kind of diving into the whole collective. And in some ways you could say that the earth energy is in some ways the most complete, because it does incorporate the elements of all the other signs as well. So let's get into 3 of these. Let's see what our main points of focus are going to be over this next 6 weeks here. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, this is a time of unions. We've got the hand fasting card. This is basically weddings, you know, solidifying commitments. So people are coming together. We got that Libra energy with Chiron healing these things. I think that this is really like soulmates finding each other, people finally tying the knot, love, connections, taking your commitment to the next level. Lots of unions coming through over this next 6 weeks, and definitely talking about it too. Yeah, just don't forget your masks. That's right, Jacqueline. We can have an online wedding. That's right. Our watchtower for this spread came out. So we do have a watchtower of the East. So the season of spring is very, very important. We have, you know, watchtowers of the East, West, North, and South that are like, you know, our strongholds of, you know, our ancestors and spirit guides and connection. You know, many times whenever, you know, you do Wiccan ritual, it's like you call those corners of all the directions. So the Watchtower of the East came up. New beginnings. The East is all about fresh new beginnings. And it's spring energy. So some of y'all, you know, that are getting together right now, or things that start moving right now, there could be yet a next level coming up in that springtime. And that is a very popular time for weddings. I'm just saying, y'all. And then Mabon comes through. So Mabon, I love it. Look at this, guys. That is our fall equinox. Look at that. See? Because we're going from Lughnasadh. Where is he? There he is. And then once we go to our fall equinox, we enter the season of Mabon. So for some of you, if it doesn't happen like this next 6 weeks, this next season of autumn is coming up as well. And this is about balance. It is about magic. It's about the changing of the seasons. Look at that, you know, from the fullness of the harvest to the dormancy, right? It's, yeah, it's a Scorpio season. Libra, Scorpio, Sag is our autumn signs. Um, so that's absolutely pretty cool going on there. So let's pull from the Kitchen Witch Oracle. This is all our herbs and spices, our secret herbs and spices recipe here. Oh, magical plants, magical herbs, you know, things that are good to use in ritual and what they bring to you. So let's check out what these have got to say. Ooh, yeah. Okay, guys, so look at this. So eucalyptus and breathe is coming up over top of hand fasting. So to me, this is like, whew, I mean, it's kind of funny because I put eucalyptus like in the cough drops. And you were joking about staying healthy. But to me, it's kind of like let your relationship have enough room to breathe. You know, don't get too like clingy or cloying on top of each other. It's allow there to be breath in between, like allow each other to miss each other. Don't worry about spending every single moment together. Give it room to grow, give it room to breathe. That's a very good message there. And then over top of the Watchtower of the East with spring, isn't this interesting? We've got the rosemary, which is a plant of memory and longevity, because the rosemary is in the evergreen family. So we do have that. So this is about memories. This is about something lasting the duration. So things that even happen in the springtime, they have a long lasting quality. So I really like that as well. Then we're going into our Mabon card, our autumn energy of balance. And look, we have the olive, which is about peace, harmony, stability. There's really an element of bringing in greater peace, greater stability here. These are beautiful. Really, really beautiful cards coming through, guys. And on the bottom, look at that. We've got the lemon. Oh, we got the lemon. So there's that bitterness. It's like make sure that you're balancing. And then, yeah, on the bottom of the other one, we had the broomstick. So clearing out old energy, clearing out bitter memories. Isn't that wild? I love it. Hi, Claire Bear. I don't know. Someone said that they couldn't hear me very well, and then they, yes, making lemonade, Jacqueline. Someone said they couldn't hear me very well, and then they were able to change, like they got their headphones in, and then they were able to hear better. So you might want to check your stuff there. So let's, on top of this, let's get some tarot on this. Let's get a few tarot messages, guys. And after that, we're going to go into the individual readings. Hello, Alana. Good to see you again. Oh, thank you, Claire. I guess it's kind of Virgo because it's like wheat. There's wheat in this little crown, and I'm wearing my white dress, so I feel very Virgo in this outfit. That should be my Halloween costume. I'm going as a Virgo. Be the Virgo that'll be house cleaning and getting everything organized, answering all your phone calls for you. All right, Spirit, let's get some tarot messages on this spread, on this energy of Lughnasadh this next 6 weeks. Let's see what we can expect, past, present, future. Wow, okay, so yes, definitely. I mean, past is going out King of Pentacles, so there's been, for sure, an emphasis on stability, harmony, laying a solid foundation. This is what you've already been thinking about. This is what's already been going on with the season of summer. And this is exactly what we're digging into, is this earth element. So, you know, to me, this is Taurus energy, especially with that King of Pentacles. You can also associate Capricorn and Virgo with it, but to me it's very Taurus, because traditionally this card always has him sitting on the throne that has the bulls on it. It's like the little Taurus bull energy. So let's clarify this with the modern witch. You're going to see what comes up on top of him. Yeah, Nine of Swords, because and I think a lot of folks will resonate with that there's been a lot of worry. There's been a ton of anxiety. I know that's why that Libra Chiron 8th house connection is coming up, because there's got to be some stuff healed, not just in our relationships, but just within ourselves. Getting really solid, really stable, working on our finances, working on everything within ourselves. That is so big right now. You know, in the present energy, this is what we're really predominantly working through and gaining and trying to, you know, get to with the season of Lughnasadh, is this 9 of Cups. We're really focused on wish fulfillment, happiness, getting to that next plateau, and making sure that we have what we need, what we know we deserve, and having, you know, others to share that with. To me, that's a very big emphasis as well. It's like finally getting what you desire. And look at that. What? We've got the 9 of Cups on top of the 9 of Cups. So, wow, guys. That's a doubled up energy right there. I'm getting goosebumps just looking at that. Yeah, totally. So wish fulfillment, fulfillment of desires, love, emotions, all of that coming through Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer energy, of course, with our cups. But wow, I love that. I love this because it's like there's this beautiful, it's almost like Hawaiian art with the plumerias and the waterfalls here. And then I love our little 9 of Cups gal. She's like, yes. She's like, when is that going to get here again? I'm so satisfied I finally got it. Yes. Going forward, we have the Fool card. So how do we get to all that? We got to take the leap of faith, y'all. We've got to take the risk. We've got to take the jump. There's some, you know, Aquarius energy here, some Aries energy here with Mars and Uranus around this card. But I love this particular card because he's got all the zodiac signs spinning around him. So this really, really goes for every one of us. I love what Ramblin' Mike, he always says on the Fool card, he says the dog is saying, watch out, you're going to step over the cliff. And he says, well, I always land on my feet anyway, so here I go. C'est la vie. Yes, that's it, you know, and so that's very much it. It's like letting go of the old worries, the old doubts, the old fears, just going for it, embracing innocence, hope, faith, renewal. Because, guys, look at this. 3 of Swords, y'all. Because we're getting away. We've got to take the leap of faith to get away from this heartache and this heartbreak. It's time to go beyond this. We've got to turn it loose. 3 of Swords and 9 of Swords. 2 of the most difficult cards in the tarot came up here. To me, yet again, Chiron is all about, look at this, 7 of Cups on the bottom, because for a lot of people, there is going to be a lot of emotional choices, a lot of like, oh, I don't know which way to go. But there's a lot of power here too. On the bottom, we've got the Empress. So very beautiful. Love that, you know, standing in that power, standing in that strength. There's that very divine feminine energy coming through. And yes, Jacqueline, I'm going to sage for these, especially this 9 of Swords and this 3 of Swords. It is time to let these go, guys. I'm going to sage these cards. Time to heal. Time to get this out, for real. Out, out, out. Out of our lives, out of our hearts, out of our minds. Because a lot of us have been feeling out of our minds with worry, with anxiety, with fear, with all of that, right? And it's time to let it go. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake. All right, guys. So I'm going to do just some quick little, 3 card readings for y'all for our collective, just to give a little bit more of a personal touch to this collective reading, and also to just give you an idea of what your particular energy is going to be coming through. So first, I'm gonna for each sign, I'm gonna pull a major arcana card from the Major Arcana Tarot. So those are just going to be our majors, not the full deck. I'm going to pull one druid animal for each of you and one card from the Blessed Bee deck to get a blessing for you on this season. So let's go ahead and start with our Aries. I'm just going to go in order, and let's see what's coming up for our Rams. Dear fire signs, let's see what we've got. All right, Aries. So the Chariot is coming through for you. This is Cancer energy. And I think this is very interesting. And here's why. Here's why. Because Aries, you are ruled by Mars. Currently, Mars is in the sign of Aries. And on the 7th, just in about a week from now, a little less than that, the planet Venus is going into Cancer. Now, Cancer squares the sign of Aries. So we're going to have some interesting stuff going on. The feeling that I get with that is it's almost like Venus is going to be pushing Mars, and Mars might be pushing Venus. The divine masculines and the divine feminines are definitely going to be getting at each other, right? There's going to be that square energy. There's going to be a little friction, a little fire, but guess what? It gets things moving. So I love this. So the Chariot is about emotional balance, Aries. You will be doing a little bit of a balancing act over this next 6 weeks. There's that dark and the light, the feminine, the masculine, the yin and the yang. This is about inner balance and driving your chariot forward in a good way, not letting your emotions charge off. Interesting, one of the animals we pulled was the horse, and that's about, that motion and direction. But he's trying to get to that rainbow of happiness, Aries. He is. So that is very much what your direction is. And if you're in a relationship with a Cancer, or you have Cancer in your chart, you're going to relate to this even more. But there is a very strong need to understand and guide your emotions really well over this next 6 weeks. I love it. So your Celtic animal spirit is the wren. The wren is one of my very favorite birds. Don't even get me started. I could talk for probably an hour or two about just the wren. There are so many beautiful legends and interesting lore about the wren. I actually recorded a song called The Cutty Wren, which means the cunning or crafty wren, because that's what he's about. He knows how to use his mind. He may not be very big, he may not be super strong, because he's a tiny little bird, but he's very crafty, he's very wise, he knows how to use his wits. The wren has a very divine connection to the god deities. So this is all about getting into your connection to the divine very, very strongly. You may have very, very powerful messages coming through from spirit over this next 6 weeks. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and look at that. So Aries, you have got a blessing on your boundaries. And there you are, little warrior, with your sword raised. So Aries, this is about honoring your boundaries and also honoring the boundaries of other people. If you have felt that people have stepped over your boundaries in the past, if they haven't honored those, if they haven't been very kind to you about that, you are stepping up and saying, nope, I'm going to put my boundaries down. I'm going to draw my line in the sand. You cannot step over that. And if you do, there are consequences. Yep. So Aries, very strong reading, very divinely connected for this period of time. I love it. So let's get into our next sign. Going to go down into a Taurus time. You know what? Let's see. I was looking for my spell cards today. I couldn't find them. I wish I could, because I would have given Giving a ritual to each of you too. I wish I could have found those, but it's all right. I'll do it. I'll do it next time when we enter the fall equinox. We'll do that. All right. So Taurus, let's see what Lughnasadh is bringing through for you. You are ruled by Venus. You are very earthy. So Taurus, the High Priestess, is coming up. So, oh, Heart of Gold, if Taurus is your moon sign, yeah, this is about really getting in touch with your intuition, your, subconscious perceptions, the things that you feel very strongly in your soul and in your heart. So Taurus, if you have, a conviction or a feeling about something, don't ignore it. Also, the High Priestess is very much about our secrets, our mysteries, our intuitions. It's all about that. So don't ignore those longings and those urgings of your soul. And the lunar cycles, over the next 6 weeks will be very important for you as well. So let's go ahead and get you a Celtic spirit animal from the Druid deck. And we have the water dragon. So, oh my goodness, powerful emotions are coming up to the surface this next 6 weeks. This is a little bit like the chariot. This is emotional understanding, mastery. There's a little bit of that Loch Ness energy in this card. Yep, a little mysterious, a little secretive. I think it's interesting that you're getting the High Priestess and the Water Dragon both together, because these to me both feel like the mysterious interior depths, the subconscious, the realm of the soul, both of those coming up. That's very, very powerful emotional connections. Again, because the water dragon is, there's 4 dragons, in this deck. So it's really about, mastery and leadership and coming to a deep understanding. It's not about having your emotions overwhelm you, although they may feel overwhelming. You might feel like, oh my God, it's just so much. But trust me, with that dragon energy, you can prevail. You can work through it early there, Taurus, so you will be able to access and make use of your deeper intuitions. Oh, I like that. Look at that. So a blessing for healing of injury or illness. So Taurus, to me, look at all the green that's in that card. And Taurus, you are so earth rooted. This is such an earthy feeling card. So any Taurus that have been dealing with an injury, with an illness, with anything that's been, setting you at, disease. And that's where, the word disease, right, is dis-ease. And so many times our illnesses and our troubles, they begin in our mind and our heart. So even if there's not something physically ailing you, Taurus, this is about healing from the inside out, about healing from the heart and the mind. And with these two coming up, it's all about getting deep into the, layers of the emotion and the spirit to get the healing that you need, because it might be something that is just, not going to be healed with any medicine, any doctor. Nobody, can really do that except you, except your connection with nature. Sometimes counseling is, if this is a emotional or, intellectual thing, but psychologically, I believe that you're going to make that deep emotional dive, and you're going to get into the heart and soul of something that is really, it's like it'll just sort of naturally heal itself, right? So let's see. We're going to do our next sign. So let's see what comes up. I missed that last message. But if it comes through again, we'll see. So yes, we're on to Gemini now. So Gemini, you are little Mercury birds. This is an interesting time of year for you guys. I hope that you are doing really, really well during Leo season and going into Virgo. So let's see what comes up for the season of Lughnasadh for this next 6 weeks for our Geminis. And look at that, Gemini. You've got the Magician card. So the Magician is your energy. This is a Mercury ruled card. You are a Mercury ruled sign, so very, very strong. To me, this is the initiator. This next 6 weeks is a very powerful time of you being able to change things, to recreate them, or create them all brand new, because he's bringing the cup. That's the emotions, the water. He's bringing the sword, the wand, the pentacles to the table. It's like all of the elements are present. All of you have all of the tools that you need to create what you want to manifest. So this is a very strong, very powerful 6 weeks of manifestation for you, Gemini. And look at that. I love this card. The Hind, which is a type of deer. And it's a beautiful card because it really brings through that subtlety, that grace, that agility, both of mind and body. It's a divine feminine energy that comes through with the Hind. And so, Gemini, to me, this really shows that you can connect so well with the feminine, with the subconscious, with the realm of spirit. In this card, it's hard to see. It's like, are we really seeing her for real, or is she part of the other world, right? It's a very, very spiritual card. And I even see how the greens in this card, in these cards, are kind of matching up. So it's like, use the agility that you have in your mind and bring through things from the spirit world that get manifested into the physical realm. Beautiful. And you don't have to push this hard. This is a light, gentle kind of energy coming through here, Gemini. It's not about forcing your will real hard or pushing anything real tough. It's really about relaxation and just sort of easily gliding through those changes and moving through. So let's get a blessing for you. Oh, I love it. See, Gemini, a blessing for peace of mind. And your mind is very, very active, Gemini. So it's so important for you to have times where you can just really relax the mind, because when you do, that's when the magic comes through. That's when you're able to manifest even better. That's when you're able to come up with the grand plan or the grand ideas that you need to take you forward into the future. So that is what this season is bringing through for you, is extra peace of mind and mental agility. Wow. Okay, so let's move into our next sign of Cancer. Let's move on to our lunar ruled folks and see what's coming through for them right now. And Cancer, look at that. You got your own card. So I believe, ooh, this 6 weeks, this Lughnasadh season will be very powerful for my Cancer folks. I love that. So y'all, this is your card. The Chariot is the Cancer card in the Major Arcana. So like I said about the balance between, the dark pony, the light pony, right? It's the divine feminine and masculine. It's the divine yin and yang. It's the balance of our two intense emotions that go on inside us. I like the fact too that it's like I got one of my favorite Scorpios in our chat. She's got a Cancer moon, and so it's interesting because I often say Scorpio is a very black and white sign, right? So Scorpio, if you have a Cancer moon or Cancer placements, or vice versa, if you're a Cancer with Scorpio placements, you're really going to feel this, because the Chariot is all about bringing together those deep emotions, right? And helping them to balance and helping them to guide you to good things rather than letting them really tear you up inside. So very, very positive. There's a lot of learning in that Cancer Chariot. It's the seventh card. So to me, it's about movement. It's about knowledge. It's about learning in our numerology. A very, very nice card for you, Cancer. And you are stepping into your power with that. This next 6 weeks is going to be good. I think you guys are going to be really making some forward progress. So let's bring through a Celtic druid animal. We're going to get from the spirit world to see who is helping to guide you through this Lughnasadh season. And we have the fire dragon. Ah! I feel like I do a little dance. Because that's my element. I'm born in dragon year and I'm the fire dragon. So Cancer, lots of passion, lots of forward movement, lots of mastery coming in here. So you're not going to take anything laying down this next 6 weeks. You are feeling much more bold, much more powerful, much more passionate about everything. You are burning and blazing brightly, and nobody can get in your way. If you are, if you have any fire signs in your chart, like if you have fire planets or you're working with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this could also bring through extra significance for you. Oh, love it. The accelerant. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Love it. So let's get a blessing for our Cancers. What are you being blessed on this season, guys? Oh, what a powerful card. This is one of my favorites. Morrigan's blessing of peace after the battle. Oh, so not only have you been through a battle, Cancer, you may be fighting one right now, right? And this is saying that anything that you take on, any conflict that comes up, you're going to have peace. You're going to have victory after this battle. Morrigan's Ravens of Wisdom, right? Oh my goodness. I love that card. So Cancer, this is going to be a powerful 6 weeks for you guys. Absolutely. So let's get into our Leos. Let's see what's coming up for them. Oh, because this is their season. Lughnasadh happens in Leo season. It's all about the celebration of the fire, the heroic spirit, the courage, the great heart. So let's see what we've got from the divine for you. Leo! Oh my goodness, just like Cancer getting their own card, Leo is getting their own card with the sun coming through. So Leo, this is very bright, very optimistic, encouragement, enthusiasm, innocence, faith, great hope, all these good things coming back around, especially if you've been going through that dark night of the soul. The sun is coming up here on Lughnasadh for you. Ah, I love this. So the other thing that I would say, about the sun is that it is considered to be the most, positive, optimistic card of the whole tarot. So that is very, very beautiful. I love when a sign gets the card that's aligned with their sign. It just means to me that you're going to be stepping even more in your power. Oh, Claire, so your Venus is in Leo. That is interesting because Venus will be moving into Leo in September because it's going to be moving into Cancer very soon here. And so when we step into September, we will be going into Leo Venus. Yes. So let's get a Druid animal card for our lions and lionesses out there. And you've got a dragon too. Ooh, the earth dragon is coming through for you, Leo. So this is a very grounded, stable, earthy dragon that really likes to hoard its treasure. So you may be very focused this next 6 weeks on really, doing a lot of work, balancing your finances, saving more, being careful with your money, all that kind of stuff. If you have some earth energy, in your chart, then you might be bringing through more of this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy around this. But to me, I love that because that really says, you know, you've got a stable home, a stable life. You're moving into that. If you don't feel like you already have it, this next 6 weeks will be very focused on that. You know, it's a really nice abundance card. So let's get a blessing for the Leos. Oh, Virgo Venus, that's perfect. Yes, that is. Yeah, Virgo Venus season will come up in October. That will be October when we get into that, and that will be your Venus return. Whenever, you know, Venus goes back into the sign it's in, that'll be your Venus return, which happens about once a year, give or take. If we have a retrograde, it sometimes takes a little longer, but Venus stays in a sign for about 1 month, approximately. Yeah. Stayed in Gemini a really long time because we had a retrograde. So that was very different. Venus being in a sign for 4 months is like, that's a long time. All right, Leo, let's see what we've got for you. I like it. And this was this, I think this was the same one Gemini had, was the blessing for peace of mind. Yeah. So to me, that's one of my favorite cards in here too. I love this one because of that. You know, we all need that. We all need peace of mind. We all suffer from worries, anxieties, things that go round and round in our heads. And so this to me is a very nice stabilizing energy for you, Leo, because that Earth Dragon is really deep. It's really connected. It has solidity. It has, you know, those roots and that grounding under it. And then with that Sun, stepping into your own energy. I love that. All right, so now we're going to move right on into Virgo. And Virgo, of course, is part of our Lughnasadh season because Virgo season starts on August 22nd. So we definitely have part of that. And, you know, Virgo's very connected as well to the harvest. That's why I was joking. I'm dressed like a Virgo today. This is funny. So hey Claire, yes, she is a Virgo sun. Great to see her in here. So let's see what we have got for our Virgos from the major arcana, please. Ooh, nice earthy energy with the Hierophant coming through. So this is Taurus energy for you, Virgo. This is, you know, kind of like the Hierophant, sort of the high priest to the high priestess, right? It's definitely about those spiritual mysteries, sacred secrets, all of that inner knowing and connection with the divine. But it puts a little bit more structure around it than the high priestess. It gives a little bit more form and function to your spirituality and your devotion and commitment to, you know, to spirit, to yourself. Sometimes the Hierophant card comes up when there's, you know, questions of commitment in relationships as well, simply because, you know, it really is a card of devotion. It's a card of, you know, making promises or, you know, connecting very deeply to another person. So very strong. I love the Taurus energy for you because it's very much in tune with your own being a fellow earth sign. So for my Virgos, this next 6 weeks, you may see a deepening of your spiritual life. You may feel that you're able to give even more voice and form and function to your spiritual life and explain it to others and have others explain it to you in a much, much better, more efficient and effective way. So let's see what we've got from our spirit animals. I'd also point out the Hierophant is Venus ruled. Yeah, Taurus is Venus ruled. So there's that association with love and relationships as well. It's, you know, it's very tactile, sensual, romantic. Yes, very much. Beautiful. So going to the heights there, Virgo. You have the eagle, which to me is one of the most powerful and ascended spirit animals in any tradition. The eagle is always very strong. It is about courage. It is about bravery. It has a, you know, even though it's not a lion and it's not a feline, there's a Leo energy to that eagle, you know. It's got a big heart, very connected to the sun and the sun god, right? So I love that. To me, again, that's you really having some kind of victory, some kind of triumph, you know, rising up to a higher level. So you could be really going to, a really beautiful level with your spirituality, and your intuitive life and your connections, your commitments, what you're devoted to. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Scorpio is also connected to the eagle because the eagle is one of the symbols for Scorpio. The Scorpio has three animal symbols actually. It's the scorpion, the lizard, and the eagle. So it's really cool how that works. Yeah, so you could have a little scorpion connection there, Virgo. A little Taurus Scorpio connection. Interesting. That's that polarity. So let's get a blessing for our Virgos. I like it. Ooh, a blessing for solace and hope. So, Virgo, if you've been going through a heck of a time, this is really noticing that and saying that you're going to be coming through that. You're going to get out of it. Things will come into your life that bring you hope, that bring you peace, that bring you solace and comfort. And I really feel that that will be largely spiritual. You're going to be having this really nice, like, spiritual reconnection, spiritual reawakening, and it's going to just bring you into a much more peaceful, calm, centered kind of place. Um, Beautiful. Just a beautiful read there for you guys. All right, so let's spray a little sage. We're at the midpoint. Oh, yes, I know. That's Virgos and Geminis, they need those energies because they're Mercury ruled, so the mind is super active for both of those signs. It really is. And whatever your Mercury sign is in, it's really going to show you like the way that you think, the way that you process ideas, the way that you communicate, the way that you solve problems if somebody gives you something to solve. It's very interesting. I remember once, one of my astrology teachers, we did this really fun exercise. It was a live class, like we were all there in person in a group, and and she separated the group up by our Mercury element. So she put all the Earth sign Mercuries in a group, all the water, all the fire, all the air, and then she gave us like a problem to solve, and the answers were so funny. So funny. Like the earth people and the air people were the most like logical, practical, we'll figure out the plan. Fire people were like, we're just gonna go in and get it, we're gonna just go in and take action and do it. And then the water people were kind of like, we're gonna, this is too much. Oh, take care, Lindsay, if you're taking off. Great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us today. Very appreciated. Love having you in the chat. All right, so Libra, let's get into our Libras and see what's coming through for them for this harvest season. The Fool card is coming up. So it's time to take a leap of faith, Libra. This next 6 weeks is all about innocence, hope, maintaining optimism even in the face of adversity. If something's worrying you or overwhelming you, sometimes it's best to just let go and let spirit take care of it. There's Mars energy, there's Uranus energy with the Fool, so you could be working with some Aries or Aquarius energy. Oh, yay! Good to see you. And so let's see what the Spirit Animal deck is bringing through for you for this next 6-week period. Oh, Libra, you got that Earth Dragon too. Look at that. So that Earth Dragon comes up. This is a time of manifesting. It's a time of getting solid. And the connection with the Fool card is saying don't overthink when it comes to, creating something, saving money, making money, working it out. It's like, just take the leap of faith. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo it because you don't want to do it that way. You don't want to worry this too much. The Earth Dragon is very powerful. Whenever we get a dragon out of that deck, it is a powerful sign that you're coming into some kind of manifestation, some kind of, really strong Earth energy. The full moon is coming up, guys. So it's just, just another day. It's going to be on Monday and is the sign of Aquarius. And I posted all the full moon readings for every sign. So definitely go check that out. Libra had a really good one. They were all really pretty dang good. I gotta say, they were all good. But Libra had a very strong kind of manifesting energy around the full moon. So yeah, it's the 3rd. It's the 3rd. And it's around noon Eastern Standard Time. But it's going to be a powerful one. So let's get a blessing for our Libras. I think that they're going to be manifesting a lot going forward here. Ah! I love that this came out for Libra because this is so them. Oh my gosh. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Because Libra doesn't really like to fight. They're a sign of diplomacy. They're Venus ruled. They'd rather work it out than fight it out. And so this coming up just tells me everything. There may be something, Libra, that you need to confront, something that you gotta tackle, something that you can't avoid. There's a confrontation or an argument or conversation that needs to be had, but you have a blessing on that. You have good luck around that. You do sometimes have to really stand up for yourself. And even though you don't like to have those arguments, sometimes they need to be had to clear the air, Libra. Woo! Like I always say, the Lady Justice, right? She holds the scales of justice, but she also holds a sword in the other hand in case the scales don't work, right? In case she's got to go into battle and take some action around that. So let's get into our next sign. Oh boy, are we ready? Are we ready? We're going into Scorpio. Yes, exactly. I know, sometimes you need a sword. Sometimes you just need a sword. All right, Scorpio in the house. Love my Scorpions so much. Me and Jacqueline, she's my amazing, incredible moderator here who is a powerful Scorpio. And we were talking, I was sending her some videos about this guy that I used to watch on public television named Jack Horkheimer. And anybody that was a little kid, especially in the 80s or 90s, you remember this guy who'd be on late at night and he'd be talking about the different constellations and how to go out and see the planets and all of that stuff. And I think he really loved the constellation of Scorpio and Sagittarius because he talked about them a lot. So, hi Silver Star, good to see you again. Oh my goodness. No, but I was telling my mom how much. Yes, get a telescope, Jacqueline. We need to be looking out at the sky because that's the best show out there and it's free. You can see Mars these days. You can see Venus. Venus is beautiful coming up. Oh my gosh. I know why they call her the planet of beauty and love and all that now. When you see Venus, it's so sparkly and amazing. And then Mars is very visible right now, which is really easy to see because it's red. It has a reddish cast. And then we have Saturn and Jupiter are also very visible these days. So we've got quite a beautiful planetary show every night in the heavens, I'm telling you. All right, Scorpio, so let's go ahead and get into this. I was telling my mom how awesome Jacqueline is. I was like, I'm so lucky. I've got the best moderator. I was like, ah. So I was telling her, I was like, without a good moderator, you can't do these lives. You got to have somebody there to keep law and order. Going out into the internet's like being in the Wild West. You gotta have some gunslingers with you. Oh man. Alright, so let's see, Scorpio. Let's bring through some energies for you. Oh my goodness. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising, of course, as always. What do we have from Spirit on this season of Lughnasadh, this next 6 weeks period that's coming up for us? Ooh, nice. Nice, nice. Empress card coming up for you, Scorpio. This is Taurus energy, is Libra energy. It is Venus ruled, very much about love, harmony, balance, romance, generosity, super big creativity with the Empress. Whenever I see the Empress, oh, Eric, I'm sorry if I was ignoring. I didn't realize you were here too. So, yes, no, whenever Eric's here, he's always great. And he's my Gemini, so he's quick as a flash. He gets them. So Scorpio, that Empress card is very powerful. To me, again, it's about balance. It's about harmony. It's about really getting stable. But whenever I see her in anything, it's like I think of very, very creative energy. She's the number three, and our three is our most creative numerological vibration. So it's really about bringing things to birth, bringing things to light. Um, Whether you're nurturing a child or a pet or a home or a creative project or something artistic. I mean, it's just wow. She's kind of like the powerhouse of, feminine energy there. Oh, for your Celtic spirit animal, Scorpio, we have the blackbird. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy. The blackbird is one of considered the oldest animal spirits in Celtic tradition. Guards, the gate to the other world. So there's definitely that connection. I believe that the blackbird is the Druiduv, and so it has that connection to the druids. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's about magic. It's about, really embracing beginnings as well. You see we have a little crescent moon here in the back, so love that. And, my Scorpios, all about that dark, passionate, secretive energy, which the blackbird definitely embraces. So you have great magic skill over this next 6 weeks. You have that ability to manifest out of a very spiritual secret realm. Wow. Yeah. All right, Scorpio. So let's get a blessing card here for you. You have it too, Scorpio. Now, you don't mind this as much as Libra probably does, but a blessing on a ballot can't be avoided. So there's some kind of confrontation, some kind of encounter, Scorpio, that you may need to have. You may have been putting it off. You may have been saying, I'll just go back in my scorpion cave. I'm not going to deal with that. But there is something that you're going to have to reveal, or something revealed to you, something that you're going to go after. I think, Scorpio, with you, the energy is a little different. If you feel like something's been hiding from you or something's been hidden from you, this is more the confrontation that I believe that you're going to be having during this period of time. So Scorpio, Scorpio and Libra, you're both going into battle. Y'all join forces. All right, let's get into our Sagittarius. Let's see what we've got for them for our Jupiter ruled. Oh my goodness, love my Saggies out there. Y'all are awesome. See what we've got this next 6 weeks for Sagittarius spirit. Like this. All right. So Sagittarius, you've got the Hermit card. This is Virgo energy. So you may have a Virgo in your life or dealing with some Virgo in your own chart. To me, though, it's interesting. The Hermit card always feels a little bit Sagittarian because it's a number 9 card and you're the number 9 sign. And also it has that very truth-seeking, pioneering, going out into the wilderness to seek its ultimate truth, to seek that star. So this next 6 weeks, Sagittarius, you may be very focused on really getting to your personal truth, getting into what makes you feel the most alive, the most strong, really seeking that, you know, next plateau, that next level. It may be a time of, you know, sometimes the hermit is can be a time of being alone more, or more, you know, introverted. Not always. It doesn't always mean that necessarily, but there's definitely going to be time when you just feel like I need to really study, or I need to learn, or I need to go forward. It's a very, very beautiful card. I love the Hermit. So let's get into a Druid Celtic animal for you. See which one of them is coming up for you around this next 6 weeks or so. And we've got the eagle. So yes, you are ascending to the heights here, Sagittarius. To me, very similar energy to what we had for Virgo with the Hierophant and the eagle. That eagle came out for them too. So check the Virgo if you have any of that in your chart. You may have some connections there. But Sag, this is really strong for you. This is a very strong energy. This is going to the next level. Having the bravery to seek your own truth, to seek your own, you know, inner star and inner wisdom, and don't let people, you know, put you down or tell you that you're wrong for what you believe or what you feel. Getting a message very strongly for some of you out there. So let's get a blessing on this for you, Sagittarius. Ooh, so Sag, if you've been not getting enough sleep, look at this. We have a blessing on your sleep. So some of my Sagittarians, you've been burning that midnight oil. You haven't been getting enough rest. It's time to invest in your sleep. It's time to have some good dreams or some profound dreams. And not only that, we're getting a double message here with that owl spirit. Look at that. Because, you know, we have the eagle and now we have the owl. And the owl in many cultures is considered like the nighttime eagle, right? So it's sort of like both waking and setting. You are having this wisdom, this power, this magic coming through. I love my owls. Oh my goodness. Yes, I am a night owl and I love the owl because they're hooting. We have owls around here, and when they hoot, it just makes me laugh. I love them. It's almost comical the way they hoot it up out there. So Sagittarius, be sure to get enough sleep, rest yourself, reflect. Yes. The owl is very protective, surprisingly. It really is viewed differently in different cultures. It really is. But I've always had very positive associations with the owl. I really have. I could tell you some stories sometime about that. Oh yes, the barred owl. That's the one I hear, Rachel. That's the one I hear. Is he goes that hoo 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 hoo. It sounds like who cooks for you. Oh yeah, I mean we see them around the house frequently. They're around in this neighborhood all the time. Sometimes when I'm walking, I'll see them flying overhead. I hear them hooting. Yeah, and when they're calling to their mate, oh my God, they'll do this whoo 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 whoo. It's just like, oh my God, it makes me laugh so much. But I can just imagine like people in the old days like out camping and stuff and hearing that, like, what in the world is that? Like, really getting freaked out by that owl. Because sometimes they'll just kind of go, wah! They do this, wah! And it was just like, what is that? It's friggin' awesome. I love owls. Oh my God, it reminds me of that old movie, My Cousin Vinny, when the guy from New York, he goes down to the south and he's like trying to get some sleep, and there's this owl, like a little screech owl outside his hotel, and it starts making all this noise. Oh my goodness. All right, Capricorn. Black Rose, woo woo, in the house. My Capricorn, she's here. My fellow Southern Capricorn boo thing, she is there. I love it. Yay. So we're right on Capricorn. Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it. Aww. If you have not, if any of you guys have not gone to Black Rose Tarot's channel or have not checked out her readings, please do it. She's awesome. She is so real and so funny, and she's such a goaty goat goat. She's such a wonderful Capricorn with an Aries moon, so she's got that fire on there too. But she's a love. She's absolutely awesome. And I just appreciate her so much. I really do. So let's get into it, Capricorn. Oh, yes, Epona. Yes, and we were talking about that earlier, Silver Star. Yes, the horse goddess Epona. Love it. Oh my gosh. So Capricorn, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising, and any other Capricorn planets. And we do have big time Capricorn action. Today the moon is in Capricorn as well. And I am Sun and Moon Capricorn, so I'm having my lunar return today on top of everything else. So we have 4 planets in Capricorn today and tomorrow, guys. So yeah, we're chock full of goats here. Full of goats. All right, Spirit, let's get a major arcana card for Capricorn for this next 6 weeks, the season of Lughnasadh. Let us see what's coming through for them. What will they be harvesting, bringing forward, and all of that other good stuff. Love it. Oh my goodness. Here we go with the Strength card. Capricorn, so you may need to gather your courage over this next 6 weeks, but the Strength card to me is very powerful. It is Leo energy, absolutely, and we are in Leo season right now, so to me that is very fortunate. That's very blessed. The Strength card is the symbol of spirit, symbolized by the woman, and then it is that lion, the symbol of the human emotion and the physicality. So there's all of our passions, our jealousy, our anger, frustration, worries, anxiety, all the things that we go through as a human being, right? A human experience. But the symbol of spirit, the woman, she is, the spirit that resides in us, the divinity that's also part of us. So it's the two sides of all, human beings. And so she's helping to calm that line, to calm the worries, to calm the anxieties and the stress. So it's a beautiful kind of energy. So Capricorn, it's time to really balance your inner, spirit with your outer emotion. This is also the number 8. So it is that infinity loop. It's a powerful manifesting number. So this next couple of weeks, Capricorn, it is a time of manifestation as well. So let's get into a druid animal spirit. Let's see what's coming up for you here this next 6 weeks or so. Look at that. We got this Earth Dragon on a roll today. We've had it for 3 now. For Capricorn, this is extra, extra powerful because you are an Earth sign. This to me is a very solid manifester. You're going to be bringing through some really tangible things this next 6 weeks or so. Absolutely strong Capricorn. So, to me, this is your own element. Goats like the mountains, right? And the earth dragon likes the mountains too, right? This is about having your treasure, saving your money, really getting your finances in order if you need to, and thinking of other ways that you can creatively bring in more income. But Capricorn, that's a very positive couple of cards for you for Lughnasadh. I love that. So let's get into a blessing for Capricorn. Let's see what blessing will be coming through for you this next 6-week period. Ooh, a blessing to bring clarity, Capricorn. Woo, this is great because I'm telling you, I will attest as a Capricorn myself. I got 4 planets in Capricorn, and I feel like getting clarity from people has been very tough. Oh, and really being able to see clearly to make big decisions. That is so strong coming up. So Capricorn, clarity is coming through. I think that you will be clearing the way, but at the same time, you're going to be getting more stable, more balanced, more focused, more connected to the earth, like you aren't already, but it's a lot better times. Remember to balance yourself. You're going to have strong emotions. You're going to have strong emotions during this Leo season, but it's a really, really good one. So let's get into our next sign. Let's spray a little sage. Let's sage it up. We got two more to do, two more signs. So let's see what happens here. We've got our Aquarius next. Our Aquarian energy out there. Very electric, very powerful. Aquarius full moon coming back on Monday. So let's see what comes up for all of our Aquarians, our electrical revolutionaries out there. Sun, Moon, Venus, a rising spirit for Lughnasadh. This is the next 6-week harvest period. There's that chariot coming out again. So the chariot's coming forward for a lot of our Aquarius, for a lot of people. Yeah, look at that. That's Cancer energy. So, home, family stability may be really coming up strongly for you, Aquarius. Balancing those intense inner emotions. There we go. The divine masculine, the divine feminine, the yin, the yang, the intensities. There's that black and white symbolized by those two horses. And that's the emotions, right? That can run wild if you're not careful about how you direct them. So it's really, the chariot is a lot about learning. It's a lot about forward movement and growth and knowledge and gaining knowledge and wisdom. But it's really about that emotional directive. It's like if you are good at directing your emotions, if you're good at keeping them balanced, then you can really go far. But if you allow those horses and those feelings to just run all over you, it's a total mess. But he is pointing to that rainbow. So to me, it's a very successful card. It's a moving forward. It's there's an emotional awakening and stepping into a new level of maturity. Always with the chariot card. So let's get into your spirit animal. Let's see which druidic being is coming through for you for this next 6 weeks. Take care, Eric. It's great to have you here as always. Yes. So let's see what we have for our Celtic spirit animals for Aquarius. I love that. Oh, again, the stag is another one of the oldest Celtic animal spirits, just like the blackbird. Um, very much about the gate between the other worlds, right? Between, one level of being and another. So when you take this together, this is really having leadership. Aquarius, if you've been kind of, sitting back and you haven't really been taking a leadership role and you haven't been active and you've been really passive about the things going on in your life, this is really the stag calling you literally, because the stag does have this very strong voice and it does this strong call through the forest, and it's really calling you to step up, to be a leader, to take, the initiative. It's a divine masculine energy with the horned god, right? So it's really very strong into that divine masculine energy as well. Very beautiful. And when you combine it with the chariot, to me, that's strong forward movement. That's really about growth and change and, a balancing that's coming into your life. So this next 6 weeks is going to be kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. So Aquarius, let's get a blessing for you on this reading. Let's see what comes out for you guys. All right, so a blessing for peace of mind. You got this one too. This has come out, I think, 3 times now in this session. So there's a real need for calm, for peace, for serenity, greater tranquility, and this is Spirit blessing you on that, bringing through the answers, and the solutions that will give you peace, that will give you serenity. But Aquarius, you do have to take action on this. With the Stag and the Chariot, you can't sit by passively. You have to get involved to creating this more peaceful existence for yourself. So let's get into our last sign of the day. We're going to do Pisces, and then we're going to wrap it up here, y'all. So Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising Spirit, next 6 weeks through the season of Lughnasadh, please bring through energies that they can expect to see. All right, Pisces, so big change. That's the first time the Tower came up in our whole read. So absolutely, there are some decks being cleared for new action this next 6 weeks. Amazing. So yeah, don't be surprised if there's action. The Tower is Mars energy, so there is definitely motion, and it may be things that you've known that you've needed to get rid of for a while, old constructs, old relationships, old places you've lived, old things you've been doing, old habits, routines, etc. The Tower can be very unexpected sometimes, but it's very important, and we need those Tower moments to help, motivate us and cleanse the energy. So let's get into a spirit animal card for you, Pisces. Wow, so we've got the wolf card coming through Pisces. The wolf is a very powerful spirit animal across many cultures and traditions. So to me, this wolf is interesting because he can either be the lone wolf that does his own thing on his own, but it can also be the wolf pack that comes together as a larger organization, as a community with all of its loved ones and friends. So you might be spending a little bit of time doing both. But to me, this is power, this is leadership, this is, again, you really stepping into your own and also integrating that energy into the fullness of the whole. So, this Tower may be really clearing the barriers away that have prevented you from feeling more integrated into the whole, either with someone you love, someone you would like to be with, a home that you would like to live in, a city you'd like to move to, any of that. Because the wolf many times is that pathfinder, and they're very resourceful. So let's get a blessing for our Pisces. Oh, see, now that's interesting. I was talking about the home and the family. So, Pisces, you have a blessing on a home. So, this is all about where you may be living, where you may be going to next, bringing more peace. Notice the dove here and the nest. Absolutely beautiful. So, look at that. So, Pisces, this is all about you having that peace, that serenity, that feeling of comfort within a home. So something may be clearing. You may be moving, Pisces. Even if you didn't think you were going to be moving, you may very well be. You may be going somewhere. You may be doing something new. So very, very nice. All right. Oh, someone's saying move out, Pisces. You have a Pisces that you need to move out. Oh, that's so funny. Well, maybe that's what's going to happen then, Heart of Gold. Maybe that's what will happen for you. I hope so. We're going to put that out to the universe that her Pisces moves out in this next 6 weeks. I'll put that out there for you. Absolutely. So, guys, let's go ahead. I think I'm gonna close the session, wrap this up by doing a couple of tuning forks, ringing this bell. Our candle is almost burned down to the end there. Very, very nice. This was a beautiful reading. I really enjoyed sharing part of this Lughnasadh day with you. It was amazing and incredible. Thank you so much to my moderators, Jacqueline and Eric. Thank you as well for everybody that joined in the chat. Thank you, Black Rose, for coming by and visiting. It's always so much fun to see her. And yeah, so we'll be seeing you again soon. I'm going to be working on some more deep love readings that are a little bit more intensive, a little bit more detailed than the ones that I do on Friday. I'm going to be working on those this week because we are coming up to Venus moving into Cancer. And so that's going to be, that's a really big movement for Venus because it's been in Gemini for so, so long. It's been there for 4 months. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. So it's going to be quite a change up for the sign of Venus. Yeah. So, but I will definitely be back. The next live I'll definitely be doing will be on Friday for Fire Dragon Friday. And yes, if you haven't yet done that, yes, please do subscribe, like and share the video because the more likes it gets, the more it gets put into rotation, I think. I think that's kind of the way it works. The more likes it gets, the more it goes around. But, you know, that's always super helpful. So guys, let's go ahead and I'm going to close up with the Sun and the Earth fork. And we're just going to put the energy out there and so be it. There we go. All right, everyone. Have a blessed day. Have a dragony day, of course. And I will be seeing you guys again very soon. Take care.